What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny, and we're almost 30 days away from the day that we'll get our shot to take on Oryx and his Taken army in the newest expansion, the Taken King. And hot damn, we are still sorting through all this information. It kind of reminds me of that bitch from Jurassic Park. When she seen the dinosaur that was laying there, it was all sick, it was like, she was like, oh, I'm just gonna go and stick my hand in this giant pile of dinosaur shit. And we're gonna take a lesson from her. And it's time to just grab a handful and squeeze. Ew. Whoa! So, for those of you guys that haven't been around here for a while, one of the most common questions that I get all the time is, Mac! Hey Mac! How do you keep Destiny fresh? What brings you back to the game? And honestly, I mean, it's a fair question. A lot of people get burnt out on games pretty quick, and there's two things that pretty much kept me around. Number one, let's be real. Be honest with you, I'll be straight up. YouTube makes Destiny a hell of a lot more fun for me. And it's not just the views and the subscribers or the tiny bit of money that fucking YouTube sends me per month. Honestly, YouTube has kept things fun for me, trying to keep things fun for you, because it's not very fun staring in the face of futility for 10 fucking months. I'm not gonna lie. All those weeks of getting trash loots and the nightfalls and the raids and crap Jur inventories and questionable server issues, you know, all of that probably would have pushed me away from the game had it not been for you guys. And not just the Destiny community, but the Morning After community as well. You guys keep things fun for me. Try to keep things fun for you, and it keeps me going in the game. But number two is factions. I love the factions in this game. I actually have 3 huntresses all dedicated towards the different factions inside the game, and that's how my huntresses stay fun for me without playing as a Titan or a Warlock, even though I'm probably going to make some of those classes. We'll talk about that another time. That is not the topic of the commentary. Damn, Mac, that's a throwback. So, I think factions are one of the areas that Bungie did really well with, and I would love to see it expanded upon more in the future, and that's exactly what we'll be getting in the Taken King expansion. So Bungie has outlined a few new changes that it's going to make faction leveling a little bit less painful, more predictable, and overall, just, I guess the word for it would be forgiven. It would be more forgiven for everybody involved. And, damn, I'm 100% okay with things being made just a little bit easier and more streamlined for everybody. So, first up, the biggest change is that you no longer have to wear your faction class item to gain reputation and level your chosen faction. Instead, there's gonna be a new system where you must pledge your allegiance with your faction leader. Y'all motherfuckers thought I was gonna say pledge your allegiance to the flag. I know you did, because I almost said it. But you can only pledge your allegiance to one faction at a time. But you'll also be able to wear any class item that you want, giving you a little bit more freedom in customizing your character and allowing you to get the experience for the faction you want at the same time. And it'll possibly allow you to delete some of your ugly ass, dirty ass faction cloaks. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Why do all the faction cloaks have to look like somebody's been stepping all over my goddamn cloak? Why's it gotta be dirty? Why can't it be nice and crisp like my other fucking cloaks? You know? I want to look nice when I'm walking around the tower. I don't want to look like somebody wiped their ass with my new monarchy scarf. Well, hopefully, you know, you'll be able to get rid of some of those cloaks and free up your inventory and some of your vault space. Now, after your allegiance is pledged to your faction, you'll unlock the ability to accept faction exclusive quests, which will ultimately reward you with faction gear, making it a little bit easier, like I said, just a little bit more forgiving for those of you guys out there that are like me, that like to collect the faction gear that's in the game. Because, let's be honest, that new Monarchy paint job on my Crusader is just too sweet. So, you'll also be able to sell Motes of Light, weapon parts, armor materials, and ammo synths to the faction leader for reputation gains. Sort of kind of like when you're able to redeem the commendations for reputation gains in the House of Wolves. And it's kind of like that, except you'll be able to go to the tower, go to your faction, and sell that shit for some extra reputation. Now, this applies to all the factions in the tower, including the Vanguard, who will actually have quests that will reward you in class-specific weaponry. Oh, you guys are asking me, like, Mac, how are we gonna get the class-specific weaponry? Motherfucker, I just said it. I did not stutter. Which, honestly, I'm gonna just put this out there. I'm gonna lay it on the table, and you do with it what you want. If all this stuff was in the game to begin with, honestly, Destiny would probably be 3 times the size in user base than it is right now. But it's never too late to turn over a new leaf. And, you know, with the size of the leaf that Bungie's been turning over lately, you probably use it to cover up King Kong's dung. Right? Yeah? No, that joke didn't work? Did it work for you? Fuck you too. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. So it looks like that we're going to be getting a lot of changes to the factions inside of Destiny, and I think that this is a pretty welcome change. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you guys later.